your drive with Lauri and Damian on Mix 93.8.
Joining us on the line, we've got CEO and founder of NSBC Africa, Mr. Mike Anderson, joining us. Mike, how are you today?
All good, Damian. I hope the same with you.
Yeah, very good outside. So today we're going to be talking about some key tips to get debtors to pay quicker. And especially, I think, as entrepreneurs and as freelancers, this is definitely, an answer that people want. There's a saying about, profit is opinion, but cash is fact. Cash flow seems to be the lifeblood of a business. And a business can be profitable, but can at the same time have enormous cash flow problems. And this is often the primary reason for business failure. Mike, could you expand on this in the SME factor and give us some key tips on how to get that cash flow back up and running?
Yeah, David, this is an important topic every single day for the life of a business owner. But as we know, financial year end's coming up this Thursday for many businesses, large companies. So it's kind of the topic of the moment. And, as you say, many business owners with cash flow problems devote a lot of energy to increasing sales, but pay little attention to also being brutal on expenses and being smart about factors that have a negative impact on cash flow, such as wastage, inefficiencies, stock control, and importantly, debtor control. And yes, we do know that driving top line and abundance of sales is key to curbing cash flow problems. It's just that we need to focus on all factors that contribute to cash flow problems. The more time debtors take to pay, the greater the likelihood of having ongoing cash flow problems. The bottom line is that effective debtor control needs to be viewed as a fundamental daily business process. Now, most business owners do not enjoy asking customers for money, and that we know. This is because it has unpleasant connotations. It is integrated into your customer relationship process and, of course, communicated to your customers on an ongoing basis. This will increase the likelihood of regular, prompt payment. Now, let's have a few key 7 tips here on how to get the cash to flow. So first of all, this is so critical. Have a sound personal relationship with the person who is responsible for paying the invoices. Build up that mercurial relationship with the money person. This is hugely important. Provide an exceptional service to your customers. The more needed you are, the more priority you will receive when it comes to being paid promptly. Point number 3 here, ensure that this is incredibly important, and this is ignored by so many business owners who get this continually wrong. Ensure that your invoices are 100% correct and that the person responsible for paying the invoice is 100% happy. When you send out that invoice, contact that person who pays the money and ask him if that invoice is 100% correct. Because what normally happens here, 30 days down the line, they send it back and saying, you've got the wrong PO address or the VAT number is incorrect.
Good point.
And then you've got to wait another 60 days. Yeah. A telephone call to verify this is critical. At the same time, you can build value to your relationship and respectfully request a payment date. Now, have the software cloud solution to manage your debtor age analysis regularly. Next point, have specific routines and responsibilities for debtor control. We do it daily, and most successful businesses do this daily. It's part of the priority for the day. Incredibly important. Now, be assertive and disciplined in the activity of collecting money. Now, this is quite an interesting one here, and also very successful. Remove the 30, 60, 90 days on your statements. Now, we get many statements now that don't have the 60, 90 days, 120 days columns anymore because that's not the terms. Because if you don't, you're building an expectation of extended payment terms by signaling to your customers that it is okay not to pay immediately.
So true.
So in conclusion, talk to your customers with transparency. Encourage them and ask them to meet your terms. Remember, you always pay those creditors that call and ask you the most. So be the one doing the asking. Don't just wait to be paid. Those that don't ask will be paid last.
Wow, it's so amazing how, you don't want to be a nag, but it definitely shows through these 7 points how proaction is the most important tool to get those funds in your bank account. Mike, it's been such a great pleasure.
Absolutely. And, just one last point there, and I know it. We've done a lot of surveys around this. The people who phone the most get paid first, and those who just wait to get paid don't get paid.
So don't resort to violence, stay proactive, and go to the website. What are those details once again if we want to find these points?
www.nsbc.africa.
Stunning,
Our
Mike.
team will
Thank you
assist.
so much. We'll be chatting to you again next week.
Lovely. Take care. All the best. Thank you.
Your Drive with Lauri and Damian on Mix 93.8.